And we are back once again. I'm just gonna say before this video starts, if you want to, here, there you go. If you want to join the Discord, you can. I try to help when I'm available. Uh, yeah, that's about it. Now we'll get to the video. So, basically, last video we made leaders and all that. So here's our mod. I'm not going to go over making this mod again. I'm just going to use it. So if you need to know how to make the leaders, look at the first video. It's very simple. I am going to update this and I'll show you how to do that real quick. So basically, oh no, you see on my mods. So basically, the easiest way for me personally, make a new mod. My bad. Like this. And then I'm going to place this mod in here. And then I'm going to open both of these. And the reason why this is easiest is because for some reason, sometimes if you just normally you could just update right here and change this version. But for some reason, sometimes it will break it. Don't know why. But, so you're going to grab these files, paste them in here, and then you can delete this mod. Because now you have an updated one. So, we have this one. This is our updated mod. And we're going to make advisors. Now, to start, we're going to go to our common, we're going to go characters, and we're going to go to our RKI, whatever country that is. I don't actually know. So in here, as you can see, we have country leader. His ideology is Nazim. Try not to get murdered by YouTube. It's a German. Okay, so this is one of the German puppets. That's right. And so here's country leader. Now the next step to making a mod is opening base game, because that's important. So we're gonna go common and base game. So I right clicked. It's my mouse. Yes. I right clicked right here. I clicked manage, and I clicked browse local files, and that opens this. So I went common, and I'm going to go country leaders, I believe. No, not country leaders, I'm wrong. I think it's just characters. And I'm going to open this one. So we have our base game right here. And countries like Germany and USA are good. So if I type in U to look at for like making your mod. So if I open this one is showing Franklin Roosevelt, which is the leader, but he's not an advisor, which is what this video is about. Here's country leader. So to find an advisor for say the USA, we're gonna click. I'm using Notepad, by the way. I'm gonna click find. I'm gonna click advisor or type advisor, not click. And I'm gonna find. Nope. Did I? Why? I want to find an advisor. Did I misspell it or something? I'll find an advisor myself. Right here, look, I did misspell it. I put an E. Well, here's I think this is the first one, Earl, it looks like. Earl is very lengthy, so I want to use this. I wish there was a different one. I don't know which other ones are lengthy. Yeah, they don't look as lengthy as Earl. So we're gonna use that, I guess. So right here, Earl, we're gonna copy from right here, and I'm gonna hold Shift when I click. I think it's right there. But actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this in Visual Studio Code. Here we go. Now we'll go back to Earl and go advisor. And the reason I do this is because I can see where it ends. So right under country leader. So right right here. It ends. I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to go here and open this in Visual as well. You can get Visual Studio Code free, and then to paste this, you can put it above, like how Earl's is, I believe. So we'll just put it here. So now we got our advisor, and we're going to go over the slots and all this stuff that's here now. So the slot is like where the character will appear. You can search. You could search like different slots. For example, if I went in here and I think it's Control F, typed in slot, you can see this one's a theorist, army chief, high command, army chief, high command. I'm gonna leave political advisor though, but yeah, you can like basically grab any of these, or check. I don't remember the exact file location, but there's a file for this too. So we're just gonna leave this as political advisor. For the idea token, I'm not sure necessarily what it is, but when I was looking at the wiki, it said that you need it. I know some mods don't have the idea token or any of that, and it doesn't, break their thing. But at the same time, let's just make our leader mod guy the token. And I believe it only works one character can have a certain token. Anyways, so this is RKI. So allowed is like what country is allowed to use it, or like allowed Civil War, for example, although you'd probably put that in available. So we want the original tag to be our RKI tag, and available. Available is like, if you have DLC, for example, if you've completed a focus, or a certain autonomy level, you can look through these again. Or if you have like a certain leader not elected, so like say you have him as a leader and an advisor, like this one for example, how Earl, if he's the leader, he will not be available to be an advisor. So you can also do that. For this, we don't want to use DLCs, so we're gonna delete all the way to right here. This should give us available, open, and for available, we could do, let me search availables. So available, completed focus. I don't necessarily know what focuses there are, so we're not going to do that. What one are we going to do? Most of them are just focus. I think that's a good one. I just saw threat. So this is threat, I believe greater than. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in here. Alright, so so we'll have threat greater than, and we'll do 0.1. I'm not sure which. I think this is 1% threat. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to say it is. So we can only apply him now if threat is above. Now, you guys did see how it said like has political power. For example, that does not mean like the cost of it. We'll go into that in a bit. Now we have traits and traits. I'm just looking. You can find these in trait files that are in the base game, or in in here, for example. For this one, he's a communist revolutionary, so he will, I believe, give communist political power. So let's go ahead and grab a trait. So trait, head of intelligence. Yeah, we'll give him the dislikes Germany trait, you know, because it's a puppet, and we'll keep it like that. So we'll have communist revolutionary. Do effect. Do effect is like, you know, once it becomes the government of communism, if it does, then the trait will stop working. So it will only do, well, at least that's what I believe. It will only do the trait until it's, you know. AI will do factor. This is important when you're building AI to play as a country rather than just a player. The AI will do factor since it's set to 10. I believe it has a higher chance of selecting this this advisor to all this other stuff like is historical on modifier. So if you have to add, you can add rules. A lot of this is you know, more complex. So if historical focuses on, for example, it'll have a factor of 0. And if it's not the Man in the Guns DLC, it'll have a factor of 0. Not the Man in the Guns with this idea, it'll be a factor of 0, but otherwise it would be 10. But I'm just going to delete everything right here because we only need this factor. And I don't know the limit. If I do like 100, I think it will accept it. I'm not entirely sure. And that's all for there. Now we've made our advisor basically. But there are a couple more things as I mentioned, and one of them is cost, and that is how much it will cost to like hire them. So I'm going to put cost above available. So we have cost equals in the amount, so 0.000, for example, would be none. I don't know exactly what the cost would be. I could try. I think this might be 100, but don't quote me on that. And then we have the ledger. And a ledger is used to determine where it is visible in the intelligence tab. I will add ledger, so we'll have ledger equal army, and that's just because I'm not going to look at the rest of them. So now if I launch the game, he may appear if he's hired. And I could check this through leader, history, and here. And in here we should find recruitment. Yeah, he's hired. So let's launch the game and see if, you know, he works. Now I just want to say as the game loads, this error log while you're in debug mode, it's most likely not your fault. Ignore it. It most likely will not cause issues. And if it does, then of course don't ignore it. But like, it's not going to cause us issues. So I'm going to click fire, new. We're going to put as Germany so we can release RKI wherever they are. Since I don't think they're released. Loading graphics. You know, I hate how I moved my camera, the screen, when I started. So you have errors, who cares? So we're going to go set owner RKI. So now we have RKI. We're going to tag RKI. And so here's RKI, here's our leader. And our political advisor, as you can see, I think this is him. Judging by, you know, all the stuff. Frederick Fred. That's him. He doesn't have a portrait, so we'll make that in a second. But as you can see, I can't hire him right now because we need our threat to be 10%. So to do that, we're going to type in threat. No, threat. Is it threat? What's I spelled threat wrong. That's why. Now we have 10% threat, so if we reopen it, we should. Maybe it needs to be high. I think it has to be greater than this, right? So now, maybe. There you go. Yeah. So now I can hire him. So when I hire him, he dislikes Germany. I don't really know what that trait does, but he has it. They typically don't have more than one trait. So I might, at the end of, my last one generals or whatever the last modding tutorial is for this, I might add a scroll feature as well. We'll see though. So he'll give daily communist. So if I go set ruling government C, communist, I believe he doesn't do anything. I could be wrong though. Maybe. Or if I remove him. No, I guess not. Okay. Well then I don't really know what that does. But as you can see, we have him. Now we're going to go set his portrait, so it's not this US guy. So let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna quit the game, and we're gonna go back to here, and we're gonna get him a portrait request. So to do this, we need to go GFX, and you'd think it'd be in leaders, but no, you're wrong, or I'm wrong. It's going to be in the ideas, so we're going to make an ideas folder. I don't know if we need to make the ideas folder, but we're going to do it just so it doesn't blow up in our face. And then we're going to go GFX here. We're going to go ideas. Oh, is it interface? It might be interface. Yeah, it's interface ideas. Interface, and then in here we're going to go ideas. So make sure you spell interface right, make sure you spell ideas right. Like this. We're gonna open, and we're gonna look for, I mean, we could technically use any of these, but we're gonna look for one like this. So we're gonna grab this, so Control C, Control V, and just for convenience, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this name. And paste it in here. With the difference is underscore small. Alright, now I'm going to open it because we need to change it some way so you know. And, although I think this is going to give it a background. No, it didn't. Okay. So now we have this. I'm going to copy this name. We're going to go to leader, the mod name. We're going to go interface, and we have this. We're going to open this in code. And as you can see right now, we have this. And to add the thing for the leader. Alright, so I had to think. We have our portrait right here. And we're gonna copy this. I just pasted this so I can copy this. And we're gonna put this underneath, like so. And we're gonna change this last piece of it to small. Then we're gonna paste this, right, well, we want this whole thing. We paste it right here. And we want the path to it, which is GFX interface. So interface, and what was the other one? That's just interface. Wait, no, I'm not looking at the right one. GFX interface ideas. Ideas. Normally I would copy and paste, but I'm lazy. And then go in ideas, and here's the portrait. This should work. I don't know if small needs to be like over here. If it doesn't work, then you know. So now we're going to grab this. We're also going to save this. So we're going to copy this GFX name right here. And we're going to go and paste in this small one right here, as you can see. Like that. Now if we load the game, it should be have a small portrait. So load, and yeah, see you guys in a minute. Alright, now we're in the game, and if we click here, you'll see him. If we give this and direct 10, we should, or it has to be greater than 10. We should be able to hire him now. So I'm assuming the 0.00 doesn't give a cost, by the way, so, or it does, it just doesn't say. Okay, so don't do the 0.00. So we hire him, he's hired, and he has his own portrait, as you can see. And if I go to like tag Germany, and I click on here, and I go here, he should be not necessarily sure where he shows, but he should show somewhere. I don't really mess with this. Is it one of these? I don't know. I don't even remember. Did we add that? We talked about it. That's all I know. He should be somewhere in here, but you know, I've never messed with the ledger, so it's probably not. It's not. Oh, here he is. I don't know why I wasn't showing the first time, but yeah, you can see him right here. Or yeah, there you go. Well, that's our tutorial for part 2. Hope it was somewhat helpful. I want to. Ooh, this is new for me, at least. I don't even have the DLC, so this is brand new for me. Yeah. So wait, shareable focus is a thing. I don't know, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, please. It helps boost the channel and it helps reach out to more people. So yeah. I'd have to look at shared focuses next, but I don't have any DLC, so I don't know if you need it. Alright, well, if you enjoyed, goodbye.